Besties, what's up? My name is Meg. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are convincing you of completed book series in which you should read because, well, I think they're great. So for the first book series that we have the Devil's Night series, which if you have seen earlier videos, I read them and I talk about them in those videos. The first book in which we are talking about Corrupt. It's a bully romance, a revenge plot, childhood crush, and boyfriend's brother. The next book that we are talking about Hideaway, and it is a mafia romance, forbidden love, arranged marriage, and brother's best friend. Alright, third book, Kill Switch. It is revenge plot, forbidden love, sister's husband, and bully romance. And in a way, it's kind of like a second chance romance as well. Our fourth book is Nightfall. It is a rich vs. poor, reverse grumpy sunshine, second chance romance, and revenge plot. The next book series that we are talking about is The Vicious Lost Boys, and it is a Why Choose with a reverse harem and a dark and edgy reimagining of Peter Pan. So the next book series that we have, the Filthy Rich Vampire series. So this is Fated Mates, Fake Dating, Billionaire Romance, Forbidden Love, and Toucher and our next book series that we are talking about is the Court of Ravens duology, which is Fated Mates, Forced Proximity, Enemies to Lovers, and Forced Marriage. The next book series that we have is the Kingdom of Crows series, and it is Fated Mates, Forced Proximity, and Epic Quest. Next we have my absolute favorite, which is the Plated Prisoner series. So this is slow burn, emotional growth, shadow daddy, and enemies to lovers dynamic. Next series we have Kingdom of the Wicked. It is witches and demons, slow burn, forced proximity, enemies to lovers. Now, I know that these are considered to be a part of middle grade. However, I have reread them as an adult and I loved them just as much as I loved them from when I was a kid. So we are talking about the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series. And this has found family, slow burn, which is of rivals to friends to lovers. And then it's Chosen One, Prophecy, Coming of Age, and Underdog. Once again, these still are considered to be under middle grade. However, we have the Heroes of Olympus series, which is Epic Quest, Found Family, Abusive Parents, Elemental Powers, A House Divided, and LGBTQ+. Next, we have the Trials of Apollo, which is a growth of MMC, and then Epic Quest, which is to earn your happily ever after. We have the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, and this is LGBTQ+, missing parent, and abusive parents. Next, we have the Legacy of God series. So we have God of Malice, which is mafia theme, psychopath, and good girl, enemies to lovers, dark romance, rival colleges, and hates the world but her. Next, we have God of Pain. It has mafia themes, dark past, anti-hero, praise kink, and grumpy sunshine. Next, we have God of Wrath, which has mafia themes, enemies to lovers, primal kink, secret romance, and rival colleges. Next, we have God of Ruin, which is mafia themes, psychopath, and his match, enemies to lovers, boy obsessed, primal somnophilia kink. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. And then rival colleges. Next, we have God of Theory, which is an MM romance. It's a mafia prince and a golden boy. Push and pull, grumpy and scary sunshine, secret romance, gay awakening, rival colleges. Next, we have God of War, which is Marriage of Convenience, Amnesia, Broody Hero, and Sunshine Heroine, Billionaire, Age Gap, and Praise Kink. Next, we have the Knock 'Em Out series. So we'll start with Things We Never Got Over, which is a small town romance, enemies to lovers, runaway bride, and single parent. Next, we have Things We Hide from the Light, which is a small town romance, forbidden attraction, and broody hero. Lastly, we have Things We Left Behind, which is an enemies to lovers, small town romance, childhood friends, forced proximity, billionaire romance, and second chance. Now we have the Chestnut Springs series. So we're gonna start with Flawless, which is a small town romance, forced proximity, one bed, opposites attract, cowboy, and slow burn. Then we have Heartless, which is small town, grumpy sunshine, cowboy, age gap, and single dad nanny. Then we have Powerless, which is friends to lovers, slow burn, grumpy sunshine, and hockey. We have Reckless, which is accidental pregnancy and secret baby daddy, small town romance, cinnamon roll hero, and cowboy. Then we have Hopeless, which is age gap, small town romance, fake engagement, tortured military hero, virgin heroine. And lastly, we have the Brutal Birthright. Oh, I never finished this one. Hang on. So for the Brutal Birthright, we have Brutal Prince, which is arranged marriage, power dynamic, strong FMC, and cold but charming, and yet flirtatious but dangerous. Next, we have Stolen Heir, which is enemies to lovers, forbidden love, and alpha male. Then we have Savage Lover, which is a bully mafia romance, girl next door, heavily flawed MMC, and a strong FMC. Then we have Bloody Heart, which is secret baby, second chance, and mafia romance. Then we have Broken Vow, which is mafia, bodyguard, grumpy sunshine, and cowboy. And then lastly, we have Heavy Crown, which is dark mafia and forbidden love. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy today's video of all of these book series that are completed, that I have personally read, that I have loved. I recommend all of these books heavily, and I am so thankful that you guys have stuck around till the end. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy today's video. Do all of the YouTube things you know how to do, and I will see you in a bit. Bye!